And we're live and no pre-show chit-chat this time, Michelle.
Can you imagine? We got it right.
So welcome to Candidly Speaking with Chelle Kelle. I'm Kelle.
I'm Chelle.
And we are so happy that you are here with us. How was your day today, Chelle?
You know something? My day was wonderful. We had no internet at work and we had no phone system. So, I came home and got some stuff done and it was good. It was good. How about yours?
Very busy, very busy. I'm very thankful. Card stuff, everything.
Busy good.
Yeah, busy good. Busy makes the day go really fast, almost too fast. Good.
It does.
I guess I should talk about the sponsor for our show tonight. What do you think? Yeah?
Yeah. Bring him up.
Blue Sky Video Productions. He's our man, Bruce Himmelblau. He is video producer and live stream consulting, as well as YouTube strategist. You need him. If you're doing any kind of live stream, call Bruce. Message Bruce. He's the best.
Get Bruce.
Okay, so before we bring our guest on, we have to talk a little bit about makeup.
Okay.
Do you see my eye is red and puffy?
No, it doesn't look red and puffy.
It's like crying. Hi, Sean.
What happened, honey?
I poked myself with my special eyeshadow brush today.
And once you do something like it's irritated the rest of the day. Then it's like it's irritated. It gets mad at you for being irritated because you continue to mess with it. I know.
So it'll
be better in the morning.
You'll know why.
That's the only thing that'll do it. But I'm still pale, as you can see.
No, you're looking pink. I think it's pink.
I don't know. Y'all watching, if you've never seen me in person, this is not what I look like. I have some color. I don't know what's going on. Barry Butler's wife, Catherine, told me that I needed to wear, 3 shades darker foundation, but I don't know if that would, I don't know what I need to do.
Shawnee Mac says, I have a sty in one eye. I know how you feel.
Oh, Shawnee Mac, we're sorry. Yeah, your eye's messed up. That's just not good. That's not good. But okay, I have fed my family tonight. That's the one thing. I never usually get that done. So I did feed my family tonight. So points in the mom category.
Way to go, Mom of the Year.
I know. That's me, right? That's me.
Well, do you want to talk about, we want to introduce our guest?
We do, but first, I want to say, if you are here, please get in chat and let us know that you're here. Let us know where you're watching from. We just appreciate that so much. And if you're watching the replay, we appreciate knowing that as well. So if you can just still get in the chat and hashtag replay, let us know that you're here. We appreciate it so much. And share it out because this is quality entertainment.
Oh, it is.
Well, Sean Litvak today I had put a little thing on LinkedIn talking about tonight's show, and he's like, well, this ought to be entertaining. I'm like, you know something? You're darn tootin'. This is going to be entertaining.
And now that my genius co-host has created a YouTube page, Candidly Speaking, please subscribe and tell your friends.
Everything on it except videos. So
but I don't care. So subscribe. They'll be there.
They will be there. So please subscribe. Candidly Speaking with Chelle Kelle on YouTube. We want to have to use 2 hands to talk about how many subscribers we have. So
right.
We can do that because we're getting lots of views, but we kind of want to, since we're big time now, we wanted our own YouTube channel. So anyway.
Okay. Wait, did our guest leave?
So let us know that you are here. And let me turn on my little comments so I can see.
Yes.
Oh, there's all kinds of people here. Hi, y'all. Hi. Okay.
So Randy's going to be our guest in 3 weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I should get the calendar and we could probably talk about that.
That's going to be a great show. As is tonight.
Yeah, I got it.
Because tonight we have the Bam Man.
Bam-a-lamma bing bang.
Eric Bam. Eric, when I was doing a little promo, I said, everybody's talking about Eric and everybody's talking to Eric. And if you're like, who is this guy and why do I keep seeing him everywhere? Tonight you're going to find out. Okay. We are so happy to have him. He is the VP of Sales and Marketing for Perfect Crust pizza liners and incrediblebags.com. He is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Tulsa area, and he's just a really, really cool guy. He is a fellow mega minder with Kellen and I, and has something new that he's going to talk to you all about tonight as well. Just a really good guy. So
and
we call him Bam. He's really tall. He's like, I don't know, 6'14". He's really, really, really tall. And he has really cool hair. And we're going to talk about that too. So join me in welcoming Eric Bam.
Woo! I figured if I was coming into this, I better, put my hard hat on.
Required. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this, I feel like I'm in like the layer of Katniss or something. I don't even know. But
we are not catty, but you are a layer.
So yeah. So I thank you for having me on. I'm excited to be here. Am I the first male that's been on the show?
You're not.
Who else?
Alan.
Well, there, yeah, he's a man's man, So
and he taught us how to be safe and have good protection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Alan eats like just deer for breakfast and bears for lunch and elephants for dinner.
He goes out and hunts his meals.
Yeah, he forages for everything. So thank you for having me on. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Oh, we're excited that you're here too, because everybody loves Bam.
We are. And you are everywhere these days, Bam. Everywhere I look, I see Bam. So what's up with you? What's your deal?
Well, people ask. And I'll give you a great story. And I think some of it is just kind of putting yourself out there a little bit. A guy, Peter, what is Peter's last name? He's from 216 The Net. And he happened to be on my LinkedIn one day and saw one of my videos and played it live on his radio show in the morning. And he reached out and said, "Hey, I'd love to have you on." And I said, "Well, let's do it." And we had a great time. And now we're doing it every week. And I'll tell you honestly, like some of that stuff, I might have 6 weeks ago said, "Yeah, I'm not really interested in that." But I had a friend that passed away that I went to high school with, and it kind of makes you rethink about some things a little bit from the standpoint that. Here was a friend that passed away that on a scale of 1 to 10 on social media was probably 2.5 or a 3. And you guys have heard me talk about this a little bit, but our grandparents back in the day used to have that photo album that sat on their coffee table with all their pictures. And now our photo album is this, or it's social media, it's Facebook and it's Instagram. And if we're not doing stuff like that, I think we're missing an opportunity. So many people want to look at social media and think it's the devil and it's awful and it's just killing people, but they're just using it wrong. Mm-hmm. And so things like being on this radio show, there are things, and it's on YouTube, and it's things like this show that you all are doing that, your grandkids can look back on years from now and watch and say, that's my grandma or that's my grandpa, or, and I think, that stuff's powerful. And here's a 50-year-old guy that passed away and who has a daughter. And like I said, I think we look at doing things like this, and I think we miss the point sometimes of what's actually really cool about doing them is they live on forever. Our parents, Kellen, your mom, who's a total smoke show, did not have a chance to do a YouTube show, and it lives on forever. And you all have the opportunity to do that. And it's incredible. I have 2 daughters right now, and one's 8 and one's 19 months. And, God forbid, but if I passed away tomorrow, stuff like this would live on forever and they would get to see Dad. So that's my sister right there.
We'll be back.
Yeah, that's my sister right there. Who one time tried to choke me out. I was giving her a piggyback ride and she tried to choke me out, literally kill me. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Very mean.
Okay, so Bam, who is Robin Fisher?
That's my sister.
Okay.
By the way, if you got a beauty tip, always keep your skin, moisturized and lots of fluid just keeps your skin hydrated.
Shawnee Mack is not taking beauty advice from Bam.
Well, he could use some.
Oh.
Don't you just Shawnee Mack.
But yeah,
you shouldn't take beauty advices from me.
But we always do ask about moisturizer. We always ask that. So, Bam, what you got?
I don't use a moisturizer, but I did bring this out of my shower because I do use this, which is a face wash with peppermint. And you know what? I use it about 3 times a week. And I would tell guys, you know what? Like Randy Chafee's on here, get something like this and scour your face a little bit. I'm telling you, it makes your face feel very rejuvenated. Guys, check this out. You can get this at Walmart. Face wash with this has got peppermint. They have aloe. They have all sorts of different. But I like the peppermint. It kind of get you on fire. Yeah. So I use it right in the shower. Just like I said, 2-3 times a week, and it feels great. I'm 84 years old. I look great.
You do.
It shows, ma'am. Not the 84 years, but yeah.
Thank you.
Taking care of yourself. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but so I brought this.
I'm proud of you.
Is that your idea or Julie's?
No, I've been doing that forever. So makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. And along the lines of that, like a guy like Alan, who probably has like caveman feet, because he forages the field like barefooted and stuff. A guy like Alan should get a pedicure. Pedicures and manicures are amazing. You know what? My wife and I haven't been to get one lately because of COVID, but I need them. I love manicures. Pedicures are the best.
Would a caveman exfoliate his back by just rubbing his back against a tree?
Well, probably too much hair on a caveman's back to do that, I think. So,
okay. Just wondering.
So, yeah, it's all good. But no, I like that stuff. I like to get pedicures and manicures. And I'll tell you, from a pedicure standpoint, a guy I think like Coach Phil, I think he had said he never had one. But I literally this sounds awful, but you guys get this. Like on my big toe, on the inside of both of my big toes, I get like this little callus, and man, they shave that thing right up. They do curse me out in Vietnamese, I'm pretty sure. But it's gone, and it feels really good. Hold up Harry's again, please. Those are one of my clients. There you go. Right there.
All right.
There you go, Shawnee Mac, right there.
Make sure you send them and then have them sponsor us.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, you can pick that up at Walmart, and it's a good product. So
yeah, I think Parker uses some of their stuff.
Tim's a guy that I bet he probably moisturizes.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I think Tim takes excellent care of himself.
Oh, he's a hunk of a man.
He sure is. He sure is.
I mean, I don't know if I can say this, but if I was going to go gay for anyone, I would go gay for Tim.
We'll make sure. Is Tim on here? Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he's on here.
We'll make sure we get him that word. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can say that on a live show, but I just did. So
I think you can say anything.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Because I don't. Cool. Well, Facebook might put us in jail like poor Bryn, but.
Oh.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
So Michelle, were you talking about your base that you're using is not dark enough, or I think I've met you.
You've seen me in person, fam.
Yeah, I think it's your lighting.
I
do too.
Yeah, I think it's your lighting there, sister. Right?
So what if I do this? Is this better? Tell me if this is better. Is this better?
No.
Well, you're dark now, but you're yeah. So I think that light just kind of really whitens you out a little bit. So
I put these things. Where are they?
Let me do this. Let me check. How about this? No.
I have these things that make my light different.
So, what's that?
These go with my lights.
I don't have a filter. I just got a cheap ring light.
They're new. They're super bright. I feel like I'm at a football stadium.
No, you don't look like it.
Oh, right now I'm
going to bother your eye. So,
okay, let's talk some fun stuff. Let's talk about Megamind, as we are considered legacy at this point. Is that how you would describe us?
Yeah. Megamind has been absolutely insanely cool and incredible, and the group of 23 people in there have experienced. I think a lot of people in that group have experienced some of the best runs they've had professionally, and it's pretty insane. And I think I don't want to get political, and I won't. But we had an election yesterday that's going to last for probably 2 months, who knows? And I think this is a group of great people that we're going to be successful regardless of whether it's Trump or Biden or it's Bruce Himmelblau, YouTube strategist as president. We're all going to be successful because we get up and go to work every day, and you do the right things. And you know, I will tell you, I had a conversation with Sean Litvack yesterday, and we talked about, you know, sometimes some of the best things you can do is just think. And sometimes we get so caught up in having to all about action, and doing. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do on certain levels is just think and, you know, and strategize. And how can I get to here from there? And I think sometimes this group is about that. I think we're a very good balance of doing things, but not thinking about it too much, but having some deep thought, throwing it out to the group. And so, you know, we're taking the group, and there's Greg Connor, who just jumped on, who I was mentioning earlier, who he needs a pedicure, something fierce. Greg is the assistant pastor at our church and also runs our couples class. And we are the black sheep of the church. I can tell you that, which is awesome. I love Greg Connor to death. So I've seen man parts of his after he had his, he had a surgery, and anyway, we won't go there, but that's a totally different subject.
So y'all are close.
Yeah, we're very close. But so we've taken Megamind, and we're gonna kind of kick over and start a new Megamind Pro, and it's a huge whopping $20.21 a month, which is nothing. And I will tell you today, as an example, I had a great one-on-one conversation with the new guy that's in there, Daniel Hardesty, and we talked about some basic stuff, and we talked about social selling. And here's a guy that's a somewhat very accomplished salesperson, but doesn't know how to socially sell. And so we talked about, you know, basic stuff like, you know, add 5 connects a day on LinkedIn Monday through Friday. Now, what did he do? He went to the extreme today and literally did the max he could do before LinkedIn said, dude, you're in LinkedIn jail. You can't add anybody else. But he's already added 20 connects, and they're all in Tulsa. And then we talked about, you know, doing video. And I said, look, I'm going to challenge you, man. You need to do a video today. And he did. He posted a video because one of the companies he works with does home alarm systems. And he said, afterwards, he's like, that was awkward. I'm like, yeah, it is awkward. But guess what? People don't give a crap about you. They want to know what you've got. They want to know what you're talking about. But we are all so self-centered about ourselves that we don't care what you all think. We do, but we don't. It's the weirdest dichotomy, is that the right word? Where we're so consumed sometimes with what people think, but yet they're not thinking about us, and more than that. And so, you know, I think one of the things as parents, a couple of things I think about being a parent, I've had some wine already, but is the sooner you can teach your kids to be comfortable in their own skin, the better off their life's going to be. And I think the 2 hardest things to teach your kids is work ethic and being thankful. And I think work ethic and being thankful you teach by doing. But learning to be comfortable in your skin, you can say it 1,000 times, but we're also insecure about stuff in our own different ways. And I mean, you know, my buddy who passed away from high school, you know, we had a conversation about him doing a podcast, and he said, well, you don't understand, you're not insecure. And we were sitting at Chili's at the bar when he said that to me, and I about lost my mind. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I wake up every day with insecurity. I have a fake eye, guys. Like, I wake up every day with looking in the mirror and thinking about that. I wake up every day with this fat neck that I got from my mom. I wake up with the fact that some people think I have big love handles, but the reality is I'm just very high-hipped. You know? And so, you know, I wake up with insecurity every day. And I'll tell you, our Megamind group, I get in that group, and you know, I am in the bottom 10% of smartest people in that room. It's a smart group of people. And you said no, but it's true. They are sharp. And
well, I'm just saying that you are undervaluing your intelligence.
No. I know I'm intelligent. I don't mean to sound that way either, but I'm conceited as well. But I know I'm intelligent, but you know what? You stack me up against a guy like Wes, a guy like Bruce, a guy like Randy Chafee, I'm a friggin' high schooler, man. Those guys are like, they've got master's degrees.
But you know what, though? I mean, Bam, we all are bringing something to the table in that group. And when you put us together, we are a force, really.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Everyone's doing their part. So we're going to have information, I guess, on the end about how to do Megamind Pro?
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
I want to talk, I'm going to be like a testimonial for you because I'm like a poster child of Megamind. I joined, had zero confidence. I was afraid to go on a Zoom call, let alone have 2 talk shows or live streams, right? And what people will get through Megamind Pro, in my opinion, is a platform to practice without being criticized, or to get.
Well, no, we're going to judge you. We're going to laugh at you a little bit, but we're all going to help with the process.
It was great. I mean, I felt comfortable messing up and laughing and having you guys say, okay, we'll try this. And, and Bruce, he sets everybody up with the right equipment. And it's just a fabulous experience. And I think that people, that are looking or feel still kind of lost right now, that the Megamind Pro is going to do exactly that for them. It's going to give them a forum to share and experiment with video, and it's just I think it's a great thing. That's why we are on our show.
It'll be a great so it's a great private platform.
Yes,
much like Megamind was for you guys when we started. It's a very private platform where you can post a comment, you can post a video, and I mean, Michelle is the perfect example of I'll just say it because I watched it again. I watched it again like 2 weeks ago. Was Michelle, in Megamind group, and Megamind Pros the same way, is post a video and talk about who you are. Don't just type stuff. Either post a video or do audio. Michelle's first video was like, "Hi y'all," and she's like, "I've never gone Facebook Live before." And then she said, "I don't know how to turn this off." and she's, "I'm just going to turn my phone off, y'all." And, I'm sorry, all y'all. And she did. But you got better at it, and now you're a rock star hosting a show, and she
set up our YouTube page.
It's incredible. Hey, Patrick, how are you?
I am amazing myself, but y'all, I do need to tell you, you are going to learn from Bam things that you didn't know you needed to learn, but he is going to tell you what you need to hear. Now he's going to be sweet to you, but he's going to tell you. Bam is probably one of the most genuine people that I know. I mean, I did that live video and he calls me up. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're going to have to fix this. Okay. And then we proceeded to fix it.
Yeah. And look at you now.
And then and look at the amazing diva, that I am now. Yeah. Thanks to Bam.
Hold on. I need to hydrate. Hold on.
That's okay. I just want to say that you're authentic.
Very authentic. Very authentic.
Well, it's going to be fun. And like I said, I have a full-time regular job. And so as much as I'd love to, do it for nothing, I can't. But like I said, had a great coaching session today with a guy who's in the group, and Mark Gassert's now in the group, who Mark is awesome and the live stream guy. So, hey, anybody that wants to join, just reach out to me. I'm not going to run around chasing people down because I think it's one of those things. If you want to invest the $20.21 a month, it's a price of a pizza, and you can get better at social selling, and you can get better at a lot of things. And I'll tell you, one of the coolest things about groups like Megamind and Megamind Pro is that you're going to have people that are going to support you. There you go. You're going to have people that are going to support you, that when you go live, you can post it into your group and say, "I'm going live." And you're going to have 20 friends that are going to jump on and say, "This is awesome. I love you. Great job. Share, 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 share." And that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. And I know you guys know that. So if you are interested there, Bruce just posted it. You can go there and like the page and DM me, and I'll, get you hooked up. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be cool to see how it grows and what happens. And like I said, there are a lot of people that look at social media as just, it's the devil, like I said earlier, and they're just not using it right. So, it is what it is. Can we talk about my hair for a minute?
Well, that was next.
I'd really like to. I'd really like
Yeah, I mean, I'm losing it. But my sister actually makes fun of me for still kind of keeping this thing going. And I just, because I knew I was going to be on the show, I did bring. So this is what I use every day. It's bedhead.
Yeah.
I use just, it's just a little wax, right? Just throw a little wax in there and just, up it goes, and you move on.
I like it.
Pretty simple.
Bam, what year did you graduate from high school? I know this.
1988.
88.
Yes, 1988.
I hate that. Okay. So what kind of hair did you have in high school?
I think I was a part on the side. I vaguely remember.
You weren't mullet guy? You weren't perm in the
back?
back?
Oh, gosh, no.
Well, but you were 88 because I graduated before you.
No, I was not. And this will not surprise you all. I was voted most spirited my senior year.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, that would not surprise you at all.
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Because
you look back. I don't want to mention too much my friend that passed away, but we kind of reconnected over the last couple of years, and he's like, "Man, you were so cool in high school." And I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me? I was a dork. It was a giant freaking dork." But he thought I was cool, which was kind of funny. And but I was a dork, and I was most spirited, and but you look at that stuff now, and you see like most spirited, and you look at that now, and here I am at 50 years old, and go, still feel like I'm most spirited sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and but that I would rather be most spirited any day than most underwhelming.
Yes.
Spiritual
mediocre.
off the Megamind Group, social selling guru. Thank you, Randy. I love Randy Chafee. By the way, I don't know if you guys know, it's Randy Vivian Chafee. I love Randy Vivian Chafee so much. And, when COVID kind of hit and we all kind of started watching Get 'Em Live or whatever, he was one of the first people that I started just kind of talking to. And it was him sitting out at the pool, drinking some wine, and I'm drinking wine, and we're talking. And Randy is just, I can't say enough about him. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. He is just such a good dude, and he's a giver. And Randy's the guy in Oklahoma, like not far from us. Just to put the story in perspective a little bit, there's a town called Cleveland, Oklahoma. And if I call Randy and said, "Hey, I'm in Cleveland, I need some help," he'd be like, "Well, I'll send AAA." And if I said, "Well, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio," he'd be like, "Well, I'm sending 5 AAAs. He's that way. I love Randy Chafee. He's such a good guy. Randy, I know you're watching. I love you, man.
He's a good man. He is.
We all love Randy Candy.
He is.
But you guys are a lot alike. I mean, I do feel like I could call either one of you and have.
Not me as much as Randy.
Probably not quite as much as Randy. But, I mean, I'd still call you, ask if you knew where Randy was.
Yeah. Call me. I'd find Randy for you. Now, Brian Monahan the other day when I talked to him, Gabe, he said, "Do you know what you are?" And I said, "No." He said, "You're a connector." Mm-hmm. He said, "You connect people. That's what you're, a connector." So you're right. If you called me, I'd call Randy. So there you go. What did Phil just post? What was that Phil he just posted?
Shark.
What is that?
It was a shark.
Oh, it's a shark. Phil is a guy that was one of the last people in the Megamind group, I think, one of the last 3 or 4. And Phil is amazing. Phil does a live every day. And I've had some wine, and I have to tell you all, one of the things that kind of hurts my heart every day is when Phil goes live and there's only 2 or 3 people watching. And because that man is smart and he knows his stuff, and he is undervalued, and he's a good dude, and he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to, talk about being a connector and talk about knowing how to get to A to B with all the squiggly lines in the middle. And he's a guy that can straighten out those squiggly lines and make your life a little easier. And he, like I said, he's just, I see his videos sometimes, his lives, and I see him and Bernard from England, and there's 2 people watching, and it's a miss to me.
One's me.
Yeah, me and you, and it's a miss because Phil is just, I'm sorry, flat out. I started to say fucking amazing, but flat out freaking amazing. So I didn't want to say the F word.
I've only caught 2 of his lives.
You should catch more. He's very good.
Sometimes it's, well, I don't have to tell y'all.
What's really good is when you're a guest on his show,
Yeah.
And your dog starts attacking the puppy and you have to leave. He takes over just like that. He's amazing. He studied
over here. No, over there. There's Phil's stuff right there. Profit and Grow. I just can't say enough about Phil. He is very cerebral, and he understands sales, and he understands people, and he's just so talented. So talented.
Well, name somebody in our group that's not really, right?
I can't.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
we're all different. We're so diverse.
Really, really cool group of people.
Yeah.
Well, so technically, like from a technical standpoint, like some of these people are so technically savvy and incredible. I'm like Bobo the Clown in this group from like a technical standpoint of things that people know and things that people do. What is that noise?
That's somebody at my front door.
Is that your wind chime?
That's my phone. Yeah.
Yes. Coach Phil has 50 lifetimes of wisdom. He does. And there's Brian. I don't want to turn this into like a Megamind love fest, but Brian is flat out amazing as well. He's pop-up amazing.
Well, this is a perfect example of the Megaminds supporting the Megaminds.
Yeah.
What will happen in Megamind Pro.
That's right.
Yes. No, it's exciting. Hold on. I need to hydrate.
Yeah. And good to see Patrick on here tonight too.
Yeah, Patrick and Zelda. I think they're doing a weight loss program right now or something. Yeah. So my hair looks like a shark fin. You know,
I like that.
Yesterday I did a live. Let me look here. Yesterday I did a live, and for some reason it kind of like curled on the top or something. Kind of weird.
Like a little baby.
Huh?
Like a little baby.
Yeah, like a little baby. My skin is soft like a baby's butt.
Up and then put the little curl. So cute. So cute.
Yeah.
You look cute that way, Bam.
Well, thank you.
Little baby rug.
I make beautiful babies, so.
You sure do.
I mean, my son is gorgeous, and my two little girls are incredible, and
they look like their mom. But
yeah, thank you. Life is good. Life is good. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I love November. I love Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is not valued as much as it probably should be. And I posted a video the other day about being thankful, because I write that all the time. Thankful with a capital F-U-L-L, and I had a lady a couple weeks ago say, you spelled that wrong. She's like the little like word police, hey, by the way, it's F-U-L. I'm like, yeah, full of this, lady. I realize what I spelled because I'm thankful. And I think if you wake up with a heart full of gratitude and have an attitude of gratitude, it's amazing how good things happen. 50% of Megamind hair on the show right now.
That's right.
It's probably true.
It is. That's what Kelly and I bring. We bring the hair.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of hair in our group from the man side, right?
There's really not.
No.
Lovely.
But I use this face scrub right here, and I use this hair product, Bedhead, right there.
I use Bedhead salt spray. Yeah,
I have Bedhead too. Hair spray.
It says TIG. I don't even know what that means. TG?
I think that's the brand.
That's the brand or the company. Isn't
it? I've used this forever. You can buy this on Amazon. So I've used that forever. I have one of these on my desk. Cards at Wow.
Kellen.
These are incredible.
Is Shiny Mac still here?
I have this on my desk. This is an award I won for internet marketing. I have that on my desk.
Awesome.
That's really cool. I have this on my desk because this goes like, Alan has Reflex Protect. This is Reflux Protect right here. I have that on my desk.
Right, here's one of Shawnee Mac's clients.
Oh.
Wow.
Beautiful, Kellen.
Look at that.
That's
gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Wow.
That's really beautiful. Good job, girl.
So what is it? So what's next? Is there like a firing line of questions? Or do I get to ask you guys questions? Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, this is just a conversation.
This is one of my favorite questions asked, but what are you both insecure about?
Well, one thing was that you weren't going to wear pants on the show.
Oh, I'm not wearing pants.
I knew it.
Just kidding. I'm wearing pants.
Oh,
What are you insecure about, Kellen?
I used to be insecure about a lot of things, like messing up, not meeting goals, but it's less these days. And I'm gonna have to think about that because I fixed a lot of things.
Right.
Maybe not showing enough gratitude enough. I mean, I do it, but I sometimes feel like I should do it more.
Yeah. Like to sit here now, because I've known you guys since a long time, but we've been in Megamind since June. I mean, just to watch what you do on live now versus where, like I would joke around with you where you're like, y'all, it worked again. I'm live. Like you were constantly like amazed that it actually worked. And now you're just like, amazed. Now you're like, oh, I have this gorgeous microphone and I have this background and I have all the greatest guests in the world besides me. And I'm literally, for everyone watching, their regular guest canceled, so they have me. So
that's not the truth.
But I mean, you've just gotten so much better at doing this. It's insane. And then
I got so good that I lost our guest for this week.
True. But you've improved so much. And then Michelle, what are you insecure about?
Like Kellen, it's that lessens a little bit, I think, lessens with each birthday.
Right.
And you were speaking earlier about being comfortable in your own skin.
I just saw someone. Oh, who is that over there? There's somebody like at your window or something. Did you see that?
In my house?
Yeah, over there over there.
Over in the hallway.
I didn't know.
Oh, wow, weird. Okay, go. Sorry. So it lessens each birthday.
Okay. It lessens with each birthday, and I do get to be more comfortable in my own skin. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's funny because I was having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and I realized I'm not exactly answering your question. Okay.
That's all right.
But when I think about, me at 21, me at 22.
Right.
And I think about me now. I think, gosh, I wish I wore the same size jeans I wore at 21, or I wish I, could sing like I could then, or I wish I could do, whatever wonderful thing it was I was doing when I was 22.
Yeah.
And then I think back about the insecurities that I had then.
Yeah.
Or just the lack of wisdom, I guess, that comes with experience, that comes with life. I think that comes from, the strengthening of my faith as I've lived my life. I wouldn't trade it, ma'am. I wouldn't trade where I am now and what I have now to go back and have, no cellulite. I mean, I wouldn't.
Right.
That's a goofy little, but I wouldn't. I don't want to go back there. I like where I am now. I like actually where I am now. I think at 53 more than I have any other time.
Yeah.
I love when my kids were little, but I love the adults that they are now. So now we have a different relationship where still my children, they're my babies, always will be. But I like the people that they have become. So I'm insecure about failing. And I know that's a very broad sweeping answer, and that's probably not what you were looking for.
No, I'm not necessarily looking for anything. That makes sense. I'm insecure about that too.
Because I always have, you work really hard and you do everything as best as you can do it. But then, and I've never even talked about what I do for a living on here, but I put people in jobs. I run a staffing agency.
It's a big deal.
Sometimes I'm thinking, if I mess this up, these people will lose their job. Or if I don't get this, if I don't do this, these people are not going to have a job. Or if I do something wrong with the workers' comp insurance, I'm going to lose that. And if I have no insurance, then there are no jobs. See, that scares me. That scares me.
Well, that's a good motivator, though.
Well, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, we've talked about this in the past, that the job that you have is pretty damn incredible because you get to give people a paycheck. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful. But
and you're right. You and I have talked a lot about that, and it is, and I value those conversations, and you've helped me a lot. But yeah, you can change someone's future, and I want to make sure that I'm always doing that for the better. Not because of something dumb that I did, or because I was too tired, or because I was too. And y'all know this, and a lot of y'all listening know this already. But one of the things, and I don't think I've talked about it on this. I think maybe I talked about it in one of our Friday things. But I have a picture. Did I talk about this? I have a picture of myself sitting in my office, and I don't know. I'm 19, and when I get too tired to do something, or I don't want to take the extra step, or I don't want to do fill in the blank, I'm just done. And I say, I'm so over this. Well, you know what? You can't always be over that. I look at that picture and I say, don't disappoint her.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Disappoint her. And even though I said I didn't want to go back and be her again, I do know the aspirations and the dreams and the the hopes that she had, and I want to do the best I can. A big answer to
no, it's a great answer. I had someone recently in the last couple of months say, "Why I live a life of no regret." I'm like, you're a freaking idiot. You can't live a life of no regret. And I say that from a standpoint, you could make every decision right now and think this is the absolute best decision for me right now. And then look up 6 months later and realize that was not the right decision for me. Right. By the way, my mom gave me this for Christmas, I think last year. It was a picture of me, and she put it on one of these little things. It's sitting on my desk.
Very
you know what this is from? We jokingly were going to make Greg Connor, if he's still on here, we were going to make a calendar of the men of couples class, and so that's what this picture was from. So I did one of those. And,
well, you know what? If you don't do that, we'll make a Mega Mind calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
There's your cover right there.
Yeah. So what are your some of you mentioned your dreams? Do you still have some dreams out there and things that you want to do, or places you want to go, or what are some of those things for you?
Well, yes.
We've determined you need to travel.
Yeah. And you know what? That's really probably going to be number one on my list, because y'all, we had the Mega Mind Summit was in Kansas City. That's the farthest west I've ever been in my life.
That's crazy. I remember you saying that.
I've never gone anywhere, and I don't know why. And I realize, and my parents have traveled extensively, and I'm so happy, and they still do that. And I'm so thankful and just so happy that they do that, and then they enjoy doing that. Right now they're kind of stifled because of they actually were going to do this transatlantic, cruise thing, and that didn't happen because of COVID. And I'm so happy that they do that. And it's not that I don't have the little wanderlust, because I think I do. It's just I've always had something else that I thought was more important at the time, or something else that I So I'm trying very working diligently on putting that kind of mindset behind me. And you think about stuff. Well, I'll do that when I retire. I don't know. I'm probably going to retire when I'm dead. So, but I'm doing some stuff. And y'all are pushing me, so thank you.
It's it's a really interesting question or interesting thought. And as I was talking to Daniel Hardesty today, we talked about how you're defined so much by what you do for work and what you do for a living, and yet that old Zig Ziglar thing. Zig Ziglar would talk about when we're at work, we spend so much time thinking about being at home, and when we're at home, we spend so much time thinking about work. And if we really inverted those, how wildly successful we'd be, and how we would have time to stop and smell the roses and do other things. And we don't, and we almost self-sabotage that in some way. By the way, Brian said, if I knew what I knew now when I was younger. That's almost scary to really think about that. There it is right there. If you knew today, if you knew when you were 18 what you knew today, I don't know if your freaking life could handle it. Yeah. You really think about that. We become less selfish as we grow up. It's totally true. I talk about Kellen when people ask me about Kellen, and I say, you talk about there's a person with a giant heart of a servant who has the mind of a cheerleader. And that is like this just meeting of amazing that causes you to be wildly successful, because all you're going to do is keep giving and giving and giving and giving and rooting me on as I keep taking it. I mean, it's amazing. And that's one of the cool things about you. Rod Stewart song, by the way, I loved it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading Brian's comments on the side because Brian is awesome.
What song? I love Rod Stewart.
Maybe I Love to Travel. Oh, if I knew what I know now when I was younger, I don't even know.
Oh, Rod Stewart song.
I don't know. But Brian is amazing. And speaking of Brian Monahan, Customer Delight 365, sitting right here on my desk. Yeah. Author of that fine book. But there it is. There it is right there. You guys are both both mothers. You have a couple of children. And what do you think this election means for your children?
I was impressed that she knew as much as she did about the Electoral College. And
that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm she, she's been giving me a lot of grief lately, but I'm pretty proud of her. I mean, she researched both sides, and
is she old enough to vote?
Not yet.
Okay.
But she can't wait.
Right.
And I can have a conversation with her about the election. She knows where we are right now. She, which states are out. I'm like, I was that age. I wasn't even home.
I was probably out dragging Maine or something like that.
Playing basketball or something.
Michelle, what about for you with your?
This was Sophia's first time to vote.
Yeah.
So she was pretty excited about that. I did not. Sophia has her learner's permit. She doesn't have her license, and she doesn't have the permits go through stages in Kentucky, probably other places as well. But she can only drive if she has a licensed driver with her, so she can't drive on her own yet. So Parker took her to vote. They actually went. I guess election day was yesterday. Monday, they went to the fairgrounds here. And, he said it was really cool, and he had to vote as well. But, when she signed in, the poll workers, everybody started cheering, first time voter. So
that's cool.
Got a kick out of that. And, without disclosing anything political, because I know that's not what the show is about, but she registered for is a registered party member, and she actually voted outside of the party. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, especially for her first time. But anyway, and Parker, he's into it a little bit.
That's really cool. Another very deep question. If you go to a fair, right, do you get a corn dog or a corny dog? What do you guys call them?
What's a corny dog?
Yeah, what's a corny dog?
I don't know what a corny dog is.
Okay, you know what a corn dog is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in Texas, Texas State Fair, they call them corny dogs, and I don't understand that. And so I just didn't know what,
I've never heard of that.
Hey, I'm going to take the show back, Eric. What are you insecure about?
Oh, I already said it. What I'm insecure. I wake up every day with a lot of insecurity. I'm insecure about my eye. I'm insecure about my fat neck, my very high up hips. Okay. I don't have love handles. I have very high hips. It runs in my family.
I was just so surprised though when I saw you how tall you are.
I know.
I don't know how tall I thought you were, but
6'2", 6'3". So my son's 6'5".
People tower over me.
Yeah,
my son is 6'5". So
okay.
It's it's good. It's good to be tall. There were days like we'll be at church or whatever. The average male in the United States, I think, is like 5'9", 5'10", and I'll look around and be like, freaking A, I'm tall, baby.
I'll tell you something. Okay, so I am 5'10". Do you know when I became 5'10"? In the fifth grade. Fifth grade, 10.
Wow.
I was this tall in the fifth grade. Yeah, I mean it was. The boys at school didn't catch up with me until like junior year.
Wow,
that's kind of crazy.
Well, you see those kids, boys and girls, that they're really tall when they're young, and they tend to kind of, because they don't want to stick out, and that's, and I somewhat get it, but it's a little bit of bad parenting in some respect. Like, come on, be
yeah, those shoulders back it up.
and proud. I mean, she was 2 heads bigger than everyone in her class up until like 5th grade, and then she was only 1 head larger. I mean, all the school pictures I have of her, there's like child, Emily.
Yeah. And it was funny because when Sophia was, I don't know, probably mid-elementary school, she would say, Mommy, when am I going to get tall like you? And there is nothing about Sophia, really nothing physically that's like me at all, except we can't hush. But other than that, I said, honey, that's just not going to happen. But she is taller. I think she's 5'4". So she's, you know.
And how old?
18. Yeah.
Well,
but she
that's all right.
I guess probably her freshman years when she had her last little growth spurt and she got to be about 5'4". So she's taller than I thought she would be.
Yeah, my son walks in, we walk into a room and he's sitting there at 6'5", and people are like, whoa, it's but he's such a good kid. He makes me super proud every day. He's an amazing.
And he does like financial stuff.
Yeah, he's working for a company called Inspire Financial, and they do everything. They, I think the wrap is that they do life insurance, but they do homeowners insurance and car. They do all this crazy stuff, investments and savings, and he absolutely loves it, and I'm proud of him. So he's having a lot of fun, and he's starting to make a little money, and that's one of those industries where if you're not in it forever, you are going to learn a lot about rejection in sales and how to handle that, which is really cool. So he's learning a lot, which is pretty amazing, and he's his own boss, which is cool too.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. So that's him. Oh, right over here. No, here, there. That's him. That's him as a high school senior quarterback right here. Sorry, right there.
Very nice.
Yeah, point at that. So he was a good high school quarterback. He did a good job. He's a good kid. So.
We'll get so.
Do you feel like offering? Oh, wait, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I had a. Do you guys call them flapjacks or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody that puts like Nutella or peanut butter on their pancakes? Like, that's disgusting. That's just wrong.
Mine are blueberries baked inside with a little bit of butter and some walnuts and more blueberries on top.
Very nice. I'm sorry, Kellen. You were going to ask a question. What were you going to ask? I'm sorry.
Oh, we didn't talk about this ahead of time, and I don't know. Do you feel like offering something to our viewers as far as Megamind Pro goes?
Yes.
Like a month or something?
Yeah. We will do that actually. If they will pay for 1 month, they'll get the second month free. I was going to actually offer that here in a few minutes. So. I wanted to do it so that they subscribe to our page.
Yeah.
So if they'll subscribe for a month, and they'll reach out to me, they'll get the second month for free.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
They have to subscribe to your YouTube channel to get that.
There you go.
So we don't do that.
I think that should be one of the requirements.
And then we'll let you know who subscribes.
Yes, definitely. But the group's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a little different than what you guys are used to at Megamind, because I'm going to do a lot of I don't want to say private coaching, but a lot of private coaching and help working with people, and because I think our group Megamind currently was some people that were very much searching and looking and were part of a group, whether it was Gittimer or it was Michael Heppel or it was Joe Soto, that had an idea of what they wanted. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm finding some people that are coming into this group that want to come into this group that they have no idea. We had talked about from a social media standpoint of there were people that were standing at the bottom of this COVID-19 social media mountain, and they're looking at people like Jeffrey Gittimer or Joe Soto or Tony Robbins or Gary Vaynerchuk, and they're looking at these people for the magic pill or the elevator or the escalator. And while they're all standing there looking for that, we're friggin' 3/4 of the way up the mountain and we're figuring it out. And I'm seeing some people that are coming to me that say, I want to talk to you about this. And they don't even know where the mountain is. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be a different type of group from that standpoint. And, but which is fun though, at the same time, because, as Brian Monahan said, I'm a connector. And so to be able to help people and push them in the right direction. And today was a great example with my friend Daniel Hardesty, who posted his first video today on Facebook, and it was pretty good. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting, and I'm super excited about it. So
our YouTube page.
Yeah, there's the YouTube page. So all the people that are in Megamind that are doing live feeds, they're all right there. So you can watch that and see lots of great content and lots of incredible value.
Yeah.
Some of the lives that are happening, if Joe Soto's on there's a live on there with Joe, with a gentleman, and I can't remember his name, who shared 13 of his favorite internet things. It's the second one over. It's not Evan Carmichael, but it's the next one over. And some of the stuff on there's a app that I already downloaded called the Leads Generator, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it is insane. And I am pulling off so much information every day off of YouTube. I'm sorry, off of Google Maps. And then there was another gentleman that I pulled an app off of that was a one-time charge of $49, and I pull all this information off Instagram, and it's just insane. If it's is this the right? Yeah, the Nifty Clicks. Anybody that's still watching this right now, if you're watching this on the replay, by the way, put in #replay. If you're this video right here is a must watch for anyone on the freaking planet that's in any kind of sales or marketing. It is absolutely incredible. And
is this the YouTube guy?
No, this is the Nifty Clicks guy.
Oh, the YouTube guy is another one you need.
Yeah, Evan Carmichael is incredible. In fact, he's going to be on Joe. He's going to be on Tim and I's show, which is the Penalty Box live. He's going to be on that, I believe, December 1st, the week after Joe. And Evan is incredible, and he's got, I think, 23 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's just, one of those things where, what's the golden rule? You get what you give, and he gives so much, and it just comes back tenfold. And I know Phil may, if he's still watching, may jump on and talk about the platinum rule. Don't treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people better. Treat people the way they want to be treated.
Whether they want to be the way they want.
I know we're maybe running long. I don't know how long we normally go, but
till we're finished.
Yeah, but one of the interesting things in life to me, being in the restaurant industry for a long time, is people will say, well, they didn't give me good customer service. Well, your idea of good customer service and my idea of good customer service could be here and here.
It's relative.
It's one of those things, like teaching how to be thankful and teaching good work ethic. What is giving good customer service? You literally, with employees, you have to show that. You have to show, this is what I expect. This is what good customer service looks like. And my sister, if she's still watching, she'll remember back to some days way back in the day when we ran a bunch of Subway locations, and we used to do training, and we would have every employee one at a time. We'd have everyone stand behind the counter. We'd have everyone walk out and walk back in one at a time, and everyone would say, hi y'all, hey, and for the reaction to see, so that they would understand, so every employee would understand when you walked in the door and everyone said hi and that person went like this, like they smiled so big because it made them feel good. And we would always do that with the whole staff. You'd have everybody walk out one by one and walk in the door, and everyone would say hi to them. And we'd always take the last person, and we'd have them walk out the door. And when they walked in, we'd have everybody just walk away. And they'd be like, but it showed, it showed how powerful that was. And just saying hi and validating someone. I think, we're going a little long here probably, but we've had that conversation about when people comment on stuff, why are you not commenting back? Or why are you not at least liking and acknowledging their comment? Because it's the equivalent of Kellen and I being at Walmart in the frozen food section, and she's got her cart and she walks by me and she goes, hey, and I just go, and I just keep going. It's just giving me the bird. Like, sorry, don't care. That's what it is. And from a social media standpoint, and I need to be better at it, but we all do, because it's hard to do. It literally is hard to do. It's hard to reply to every comment with something meaningful. But if you do that, it's giving good customer service. It's being the type of friend you'd like to have. you know. I'm going to be quiet now.
No, you're fine. This is why we want you here, because everybody needs to know what they're getting for that $20.21.
2021. You know why it's 2021? Because
End of the
2021
year.
is going to be a freaking insane great year. That's why. And all the little things floating around right now, I think Sean Litbach posted it about, and I've seen it 100 times lately, that 2020 has actually been really great to you, because you know what? You've adapted and you've adjusted and you've handled this like a freaking champ. And if you've done all that crap this year, imagine how awesome you're going to be next year when all this shit goes away and life settles back to whatever normal is. We're all going to be so much better off because you adapted and you adjusted and you handled this like a rock star. And your life is going to, what you were doing before this, and you were just going to do this for 2020, and you thought, oh, you're going to go like this. 2021 is going to go like a freaking rocket ship to freaking Mars, because you all killed this year and you crushed it because you stepped up, you got out of your box and out of your comfort zone, and you said, you know what, I'm going to take some risk, and I'm not going to sit in my office every day, and things are going to change and my life's going to change. No, you took risk, and you all are doing a live freaking show every week with boneheads like me on here, and you guys are so much better off for this. And I'm just telling you, 2021 for this crew right here, these two rock stars, is going to be amazing. And for the average person that just said, this year sucked. No, it hasn't. When things settle back down and you go, well, where's all the crap? There is no crap. Now all you do is just be awesome. Be awesome. That's what's exciting to me about 2021. I'm telling y'all, 2021 is going to be freaking amazing for people that really got out of their comfort zone and really took some risk. Because you know what happens? Here's what happens. Let me tell you what happens. When you get out and you do amazing things in down times, and if you're a sales rep, as an example, if you'll get out and sell between now and the end of the year, when salespeople say, well, nobody buys right now, right? Oh, crap. If you'll get out and sell right now, what happens when things come back in spring? You get a freaking explosion. So people like you that are out of your comfort zone and you're doing amazing things right now when things are down and people are depressed and things are suppressed, when things come back, you guys are going to see a mushroom cloud over California and a mushroom cloud over Louisville, Kentucky, because you all got out of your comfort zone. And I'm just telling you, that is what's going to happen. People that'll sell right now and get out of their freaking house and make dreams happen, they're going to see this. The biggest crescendo of their life they've ever seen in 2021. And I'm telling you, you can mark it freaking down right now. And by the way, Shawnee Mac, his company does all the packaging for Harry's, and I just wanted to show this one more time.
Wonderful.
I know he appreciates that too. So let me just say this, kind of as a building on what you just said. You said several minutes ago, don't sit around and wait for that magic pill. Start climbing. That's what we've done. And if you are kind of on the fence about this Megamind Pro, I got to think about it. I don't know what, take advantage of this offer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, and it just start.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you need to do, but you need to do something, and you have to do something, or you're going to stagnate and everybody's going to, trample all over you.
Yeah.
Just start.
Yeah.
And there's all this stuff, and man's going to help you. There's a whole lot of elephant, and you know that you have to eat it one bite at a time, but you may not know what end to start on. Let him help you with that. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? Thank you for that. And you're right. And you know what? I'm not interested in trying to sell you a book. And I'm not interested in trying to sell you a course. And I some of these guys that do these courses and these books and all that stuff, nothing against those guys, because I'm in a couple of those things, but they all talk about this high level stuff, right? We're going to talk about stuff that's down here that actually is street fighting, real stuff that really works every single day. Because these guys that write books and try to tell you how to do it, that have never done it.
Perfect.
No.
Real world, real life stuff that you can use right now.
Every day. Yeah. Today.
And apply it right away. I mean,
yes.
You'll be able to apply it. And
I'm getting a little amped up.
You are.
Yeah.
Do the
Yeah, you have to.
You want me to like just do some karate chops on you.
That's the BAM I know.
Yeah, there you go. Alan will probably critique me on my form later, but that's
And
okay. I'm afraid of Alan.
Videos doing that.
We're all afraid of Alan.
Yeah, I'm afraid of Alan.
Videos from BAM doing that. You can go have just a video. Maybe he doesn't say anything. It's just
just a karate chop video. Just be excited.
You know what? I watch that and then I watch it again and I'm like, all right, yeah.
It pumps you up.
Just get a little excited. It's okay. It's okay to be enthusiastic. Mm-hmm. We live in a weird world, man, where people want to they need to calm down.
Yeah, we got to be grown up.
Some people need to rise up. That's the problem. We all want everybody to calm down. Freaking rise up. Let's kick some ass. Do some karate.
Hey, Bam, what do I love about you?
Everything.
You got that.
I knew what you loved about it. I knew.
Well, I guess we should close up. Eric, do you have anything that you want to say just to somebody? I love that. All of us together.
That's all I have to say.
Love it. So thank you so much for being on our show tonight. And let's see, next week, I actually know who we have. And it's Ashley Dyer. She's a femininity coach, and she helps women unleash their femininity. I can't say that. So
I'd like to be on that show as well.
They can magnetize and manifest their dream relationship. Yeah. Do you want to be on that?
Really cool. She's got a really cool perspective.
Yeah. The Chelle, and Mike. My middle name is Michael. Michael show. Yeah.
I didn't know that was your
it's Michael. I really don't want to be on the show. I'm just kidding. So
yes, you do.
Maybe will you watch it? You should watch it.
Oh, I will watch it. I watch them for sure. So you know that.
I know. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to Candidly Speaking with Chelle Kelle
on Facebook and on YouTube, and we will get those videos uploaded as soon as I figure out how to do it.
Megamind.
Yes, Megamind.
And we will we'll let you know who signs up and subscribes to our show, so you can all get that free offer.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Thanks, everybody.